Good morning, everyone. This is Lynette Brown, and welcome to our Monday morning Global Abundance Call. I'm so glad that you're here. Today, what I want to speak to you about is doing what you love and loving what you do. And I want to start off this call with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. And his quote is, what he said was, "Learn as if you're going to live forever. Live as if you're going to die tomorrow." And what that really inspires me, and what I want to speak to about that is, like, there's so many of us right now, given the situations with the shifts and changes that are happening in our world, and with all the conversations of people with losing jobs, or they're California. Out here in California, there was a statistic I recently heard, and that is that 1 in every 9 homes is being foreclosed. And it had me think about why, again, checking in, why are all these shifts happening? Why are these changes happening? And the reason these shifts are happening is because there's old structures that no longer work. There are things that need to be improved. Energy needs to be shifted and changed, and we're coming into a powerful space. I mean, there's a time in our world. There's a creative void that happens through your life. I don't know if you've ever experienced it. I have. Is when there's times where it feels like nothing is going your way. Everywhere you turn, you hit a roadblock. And if you take a look at those times in your life, what it really takes is you taking a breath, stopping, reevaluating, and allowing divine timing, allowing yourself to start your vibrations, your frequencies at a level of which you can move forward versus backwards, but also taking the time to have the opportunity to say, okay, I'm present to what I have, and this is what I want to create. Because we've talked about this on many of the calls, and you want to be really incredibly clear about what it is that you're creating. And a lot of times we've been trained, well, most of us have been trained to work for a living and to keep the things that we love as a hobby. And we're really here to do what we love and be abundant in doing it. Because when you do what you love, you're happy. You're joyful. Not that there's not challenges or problems or, roadblocks along the way in any career. But what's important is that you're loving what you do, because in loving what you do, it increases your vibration, your frequency, and that allows for things to come forward with you. Just like in the law of attraction, Abraham Hicks' work, even, Louise Hay, who started back, many, many years ago. It's the frequency of your thoughts that allows you to move forward. When we get stuck, or when we're working someplace where we're not being fulfilled, even if it's that we need to be more challenged, and you've hit a roadblock in your work, it's time to move forward. And what's challenging about that is sometimes we want to be safe, we want to be comfortable, and it's really the time for us to stretch out and swing for the fences, so to speak. Most of the clients that I speak to that are having challenges in their career, they can be related to several different things, or if your abundance is being challenged right now, take a look at a couple of different things. First thing you want to take a look at is your mindset. You want to take a look at where are you focusing your thoughts the majority of the time. Now, you can do this by even doing like a thought journal, or keeping a thought log. It's really interesting, because if you do something like this, and a thought log is something like being present to your thoughts so much that you can jot down like one word that, what's your focus. This is not something to do all day long, like sit and journal about your thoughts all day long. But what I'm speaking to is being present moment to moment, or maybe starting out every hour. Where's my thought on the hour, every hour. And this is the reason I was guided to do this call, is to start off on Monday mornings, first thing out of the chute, getting your week started for a powerful, powerful week. And when you're present to your thoughts ongoing and you're rigorous enough with them, you'll be able to see that your mindset will shift and things will start happening. Synchronicities will start happening because you've shifted your mind. The other thing, if your career's not, abundance is not coming to you, if you check your mindset, then the next step is to check your actions. Your actions in what it is that you're doing. Now, you might be getting the guidance to go back to school, or getting the guidance to talk to Joe that you haven't talked to him in 6 months, a year. You just keep, like I had one client who was having challenges with work and kept getting the guidance one night in the middle of the night, got the guidance, not in the middle of the night, like 9 o'clock at night, go to Walmart, go to Walmart, go to Walmart. She kept getting this guidance, go to Walmart, go to Walmart, go to Walmart. And she's like, I don't want to go to Walmart right now. No way am I going. It's 9 o'clock at night. Long story short, it was just this message was so strong for her that she finally threw on her sweatpants and drove to Walmart. And as she's walking across the parking lot, she sees two of her friends that she hasn't seen for a long time, who are in the same profession that she's in. Long story short, they needed support. They needed somebody at their office. They had just started a new practice, and they needed somebody at their office. And she got the job, and she loves it. Now, this is where when we align those kind of miracles, that kind of synchronicity happens when we align and allow divine guidance to come through us. And the reason we can be present to it is we can be present to it with our thoughts, be present to it with where we're going in our thoughts. It's real easy with our thoughts to go down a tunnel and misery loves company. We take a look at, there's all kinds of evidence out there that things are challenging, right? But there's just as much evidence out there that things are wonderful. And when we get into the space of challenges, it's important to reach out, and even if doesn't feel like a challenge, but no, abundance isn't coming through. The third step would be, take a look at who you're surrounding yourself with, and have you reached out to talk to people who are strong and powerful and empowering? Because when you can reach out to your community, to your family, to people who have a powerful listening of you or who know you to be who you are, then you'll have this grand experience of like, okay, I can reshift and move forward. One of the things that Malcolm Forbes said, it's incredibly powerful, and that is that too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. I'm going to read that one more time. Too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. It's like we spend our time focusing on what's missing with us versus what we have. And not that we don't want to be present to what could be added and enhanced, but be present to what you surround yourself with. The people that you surround yourself with, your mentors, everyone needs a mentor. I don't care to what level you are. I mean, even Wayne Dyer consults, has a coach, consults with others, and so you want to be, make sure you're utilizing your resources out there in the world. And you want to be present to what it is you're creating. So through your mindset, through your actions, through what you surround yourself with, and you being ever present to what you're creating, you're going to experience divine abundance. You're going to experience not just abundance in money energy, but also in joy. And as soon as you start vibrating in joy, then everything just seems to be like a hot knife going through butter. It's smooth as silk. We have to be present to the challenges that are out there because part of the reason the challenges are there is they're there for us to be strong and to get a lesson. You know, if every challenge or if every little ripple in the water that comes forward for you, if you take the moment, take the time to stop and go, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look. I'm looking for the lesson. I'm looking for the guidance here, for what it is that this lesson is showing me, because every single thing that comes your way is to teach you something. It's to show you exactly who you are and exactly where you're going. And if you're not sure where you're going, then we kind of sometimes live our lives on default. We just kind of follow by default, our subconscious mind constantly creating from default. And some of it's great and some of it's not. Some of it's wonderful and some of it's not. And so if you're not experiencing joy, if you're not experiencing abundance, like, wow, look at this. Look at all these things that are showing up in any aspect of your world, whether it's, health, wealth, your personal relationships, you want to take a look, because when you're happy, you attract abundance. You make money. When you're happy with what you do, you have what you need. You have all the tools right now. It's not, remember, you don't want to sit in the if I only had this, if I only did this. Those are just excuses. Those are just reasons that will stop you right now. You want to always, always, always be present with what you surround yourself with and in your mindset, because that will have you experience your day. If you're having a rotten day and things are not going well for you, you want to stop the action and do something what I call stop, change, start. You stop the action, you take a breath and go, hold on. Obviously, I've magnetized myself to this crazy vibration that has me experiencing these things. I'm going to stop, take a breath. What is it I want to create? Say a prayer, put on some music. Even if you're at the office, go to the restroom and just take a breath. Step away and then get back at it, because it'll give you a refreshing and allow you to have the opportunity to experience something different. That's what's so fabulous about it. I'm doing a workshop this weekend in in Irvine, called Reinvent Your Life. And if you have any questions or if you're in the area, I'd love to see you. But what I want to speak to in Reinventing Your Life is that we have the opportunity every moment to reinvent a situation, to recreate it. And if there's anything in your life that you're not off the hook crazy about, then take a look at it, reinvent it, look at it from a different perspective. Look at your mindset around it, and then look and see what actions you can take to move things forward. Because divine, authentic action is what's going to have you experience great abundance. Thank you so much for being on the call. This week, take a look. Before I get off, I have a request for you. This week, take a look. Be present to where your thoughts are. Keep a mind log. Jot down every hour what you're focusing on. And I promise you, if you try just that little tool, you're going to see huge things shift in your life. Until next week, have a really great week. I love you all, and take care.